here. Today we're going to talk about mean, median, and mode. How do we use them? What do we use them for? What even are they? Well, today that's what we're going to talk about. So, without further ado, let's go to the board. All right, students. Now that we're at the board, let's take a little look at mean, median, and mode. All right, let's start with some terminology. First, we have the mean. The mean is the average of a set or sequence of numbers. Next, we have the median. The median is the middle number of a set or sequence of numbers. The mode is the number that appears most in the number set or sequence. And as a bonus, I'm going to add in range. Range is the distance from the smallest number in the set or sequence to the largest. Let's look at each one of these and find out the formulas. The formula for mean. First, you're going to add all the numbers in the set or sequence together. Then, you'll divide by the amount of numbers in the sequence. So, for example, if the set contains 5 numbers, 23, 12, 18, 28, and 32, we're going to add all those numbers up. The sum of the numbers is 113. Then we're going to divide by the amount of numbers in the sequence, which is 5. That gives us the answer of 22.6. So in this example, the mean of this set is 22.6. Next, we'll look at the median. For the median, we're going to rearrange all the numbers in the set or sequence from smallest to largest. This is going to allow us to see what we want to find quickly. Then, you're going to find the number exactly in the middle. If there is an even amount of numbers, add the 2 middle numbers and divide those by 2. So if we have a set of numbers that are 23, 12, 18, 28, and 32, we're going to rearrange them in order from smallest to largest. So 12, 18, 23, 28, and 32. The middle number here is 23. So for this example, the median is 23. Next, we'll look at mode. For the mode, we're again going to rearrange all numbers in the set or sequence from smallest to largest. Again, this is going to help us to see what we need immediately. Then we're going to find the number that occurs the most in the set or sequence. So example, this time we'll have 7 numbers. 23, 12, 18, 28, 18, 30, and 32. So again, we'll rearrange those in order from smallest to largest. When we do that, we get 12, 18, 18, 23, 28, 30, and 32. As you can see, we have 2 numbers of 18, and no other number repeats as many times or at all in this example. So our mode for this example is 18, because that's the number that occurs the most in that sequence. And if you think about it, mode almost sounds like most. Next, let's look at the range. Now with the range, again, we're going to rearrange all numbers in the set or sequence from the smallest to the largest. And then we're going to subtract the smallest number in the sequence or the set from the largest number. So if we have 7 numbers in our set, 23, 12, 18, 28, 18, 30, and 32, we'll rearrange them in order from smallest to largest. And as you can see, the smallest number is 12, the largest number is 32. So we're going to subtract 12 from 32, which gives us 20, and that is our answer. And now, students, it's question time! We're going to look at a math problem involving math students. 10 students take a math test and get the following scores. We're going to look at all 4 of the definitions we've been given and find all 4 of those things for this math problem. We're going to start with the mean. Now remember, the mean is the average. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all these scores, add them together, and divide by the amount of numbers in the set. So let's start. If we add up all of these numbers, we get 764. Then we'll take and divide 764 by the total number of students, which is 10. That gives us 76.4 as our mean. Now we're going to look for the median. Now if you'll remember, the median is the middle number in the sequence. But since this is an even amount of numbers, we're going to have to take the two middle and divide by 2. But first, we're going to take all these numbers and put them in number order from smallest to largest. Then we'll look at the two middle numbers. So since there's 10, we're going to find the two middle. And if you look at it, there's 4 to the left of the box and 4 to the right of the box, so we know we've got the two middle numbers. So we're going to add those two middle numbers up and divide by 2. And that gives us an answer of 81. And if you remember the mode means the number that comes up the most amount of times in the sequence or set. So one way you can do this is by putting them in numerical order. Or if you can clearly see, as we can in this case, which number occurs more times than any others, you can just take those two numbers, or 3 numbers, or 5 numbers, and figure out which one comes up the most. So in this case, we can see that we have an 85 here, and an 85 here, and if you look at the rest of the numbers, none of them match up, none are mentioned more than once. So in this case, since 85 is listed the most times, twice, then it is our mode. 85 will be our mode for this example. The range, again, if you remember, is the distance from the smallest number to the largest number. So we're going to take these numbers and put them back in order from smallest to largest. And we'll see that the largest number is 100 and the smallest number is 42. So what we're going to do is take the largest number and subtract the smallest number to get our range. And our range is 58 for this example. All right, students, now that we learned about mean, median, and mode, it's time to move on. But before you do, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you can get all the updates whenever MathMan posts a new video. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later.